Alright, today we are working on a 2011 Chevy Impala. It's a flip I got, placed in the windshield, and we also bought it with a dead battery. The seller said he thought it was an alternator, but when I was trying to start it, I heard clicking in the dash. After I had charged the battery and all that, I heard a lot of clicking in the dash, and got in here, turned the key forward, or actually it clicks when the key's not in, hooked the battery back up, and was just feeling around in here for where the clicking was coming from. And it was actually coming from this guy, which goes right in here. This is a blend door actuator. It controls the thermostat and that kind of stuff. And I actually was hearing two different clickings. One was coming from this, and there's another one that I haven't taken out that's right here that when I put my hand on it was also clicking. So I'm going to show you how to replace both of those actuator doors today. Alright, to remove your glove box, you're going to need to take out this little pin, and you might have one in the middle. I do not. And right here on this side, like, it just slides right out. You can maybe like put something right here to like push it that way, and then just slide this out. Then we're going to open our glove box, and you can see there's a hook here and a hook, let's see, right there. You're just kind of push down here, and so push back a little bit and then push down in the middle, and it comes right out like that. And with your pins out, it will come all the way out. Alright, so you can hear the clicking in here. What you want to do is feel around, feel for the vibrations. Like, I can feel it a little bit here. When I move around and I feel over here, I can feel it very strongly. So I know that this is the piece that is malfunctioning. Alright, so these units have to be calibrated, and one thing we got to do is disconnect our negative battery cable to start with. So mine just has a bolt here. Unscrew that, pulls right off. Other option, if yours is super rusty like mine, it's really hard to get on and off, and this bolt doesn't turn very well, is you can take this fuse out, which I don't know if you can hear it, but it's clicking right now, and when I take this out, stops. So we know that we don't have power going to that unit anymore. Next thing we got to do is get our key and turn our ignition to the on position, and then we need to wait 5 minutes, and this is to discharge any retained accessory power, I guess, according to the directions. This is to help calibrate the new unit. Alright, so this one is bad back here. Disconnect this plug, which, if you're looking at this one that I've already disconnected, where basically you need to lift this up, and there's like a little piece of plastic that sticks between there that's holding it on, and we need to pop this up to pull it off. You want to be careful not to break this, because then you'll be rewiring and it'll be a pain in the butt. Alright, I got mine off there, and the next thing we need to do is this little bolt. And well, you got this one right here, and then there's another one up there, back there, right there. Alright, you're gonna need a 1/4 inch drive or something with the 7/32 socket, and then we'll take this out. Alright, I got mine out. This is what it looks like. So mine just had a bolt here and here. They were a little bit of a pain to get to, but I have small hands, and even if you don't, I still think you'll be able to get to it. It just might take a little bit of patience. And honestly, mine look like they've been recently replaced, which makes me think that whoever did it did not calibrate them right, because both of these look pretty new that I just took out of here. So hopefully we're gonna get ours in there, and they're gonna hopefully fix our clicking problem. So I got my two new ones here. I have this one that I bought off Amazon, which I will link in the description. It was super cheap, like 15 bucks. I'm gonna install that one, as well as I bought this Dorman one from Advanced Auto or AutoZone, whatever. I think both places sell it. This one was $40, and I'm not sure which one's better. They are different. This one, the only difference I see though is that this is some sort of different kind of plastic, I guess. I don't know. We'll see if one works better than the other. I'm also going to show you guys the calibration instructions. Just in case yours doesn't come with it, you can pause this video, read these instructions. That's what I'm going by to calibrate, so hopefully it works for me. So we can now turn the ignition off, and now we're going to install our new actuators. One important step is that they be fully, I think they want to be fully like screwed in and everything before you reconnect the battery or put your fuse back in, whichever you decided to do. So I'm installing my Amazon one over here on this side. You need to line up this with this piece. You may have to turn it in order to get it to line up so that your screws, because see the screws go here and there, and you might have to turn your thing in order to line those up. We'll see how that works for us. So I think I got mine lined up. I slid it on, and then I couldn't turn the knob by hand until I put this on, and then I turned this unit after it was slid on. It was a little easier, and I got it to line up. So now we just need to reinstall our little bolts, which are gonna go here and up here. The thing about these bolts is you do want them all the way tight so that your gears don't slip or anything stupid like that, but you don't need to He-Man them in. This is metal into plastic. Do yourself a favor and just make them snug but not too crazy. Alright, I have both of my actuators in place. Now we need to plug them in. There we go. And make sure that you took great care to make sure the gears were lined up there. That's super important. Alright, and now we're going to reconnect the power, and then we are going to just turn the key to the on position with the engine off, and we need to let it sit for 5 minutes. Do not turn it on all the way. You will ruin it. You need to let it calibrate for 5 minutes. Don't get too antsy and turn on your whole engine. Okay, let's do that. So as I'm sitting here, I can hear stuff moving around. I believe that is normal. Don't panic, let it calibrate. Alright, it's been 5 minutes, so we're gonna turn our vehicle on and test our stuff. Alright, I don't hear any clicking. The blower motor seems to be working. I can feel air coming out. See if our all our stuff's working, so I hope this helped you. Hope that it fixed your clicking in your dash and no more dead batteries. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. That helps me be able to make more content. I appreciate you guys. Stay independent out there.